of All Star Talk. And what a show this is going to look at to be is we have not too many of our roster members unfortunately will be here, and we will see if our owner Mr. Blackson will be able to join us. If not, it will just be me this show along with maybe hopefully some other roster members. I do want to start things off with Brandon Ace, if you are here, sir.
Uh, Greetings,
Hello, hello.
asshole.
Wait, what?
Oh, well, I was gonna say greetings, assholes and idiots, until you rudely interrupt me. Thank you very much.
Sorry. Uh,
As,
well, Brandon
as
Ace, I thank you for joining us. I know you have a few things to say, probably involving multiple subjects. So I'll let you take the floor. I would like to start off with maybe your partner and the tag team titles.
hmm, it's very simple, really. Again, Alpha is roaming around with Baltimore's finest tag team titles. But like I said before on the last show, this little Cinderella story they got is gonna come to an end very soon. As soon as I can find Carter where the hell he is, and then get his shit together, and then me and him are gonna focus on recapturing our tag team titles to become the new and first ever two-time All-Stars tag team champions.
It definitely would be a feat to see if you could find Carter. Is there a reason do you think you know why he is yet to show up and has essentially disappeared?
Probably because of what happened at Ragnarok. That's my only guess. There ain't nothing else.
Yes, we do know, unfortunately, he was really unable to, I believe, to get really any points in the Ragnarok match, and he was the last man standing for your team when it came to down to it, when it was just you and Alpha in the Fatal Four-Way Elimination match. Now I do want to speak on
Pretty
you.
much.
Now, I do now want to talk about the woman that you trained, Amber Young. As you know, she has been announced due to the mystery debut. She was unable due to the mystery debut starlet that was going to be debuting tonight again, and later on tonight. Due to traveling issues, she won't be here, and Amber Young has been put in her stead. Is she ready to compete tonight?
I would say she is, even though this was pretty much out of nowhere, but that's the thing about this business. Always expect the unexpected and be prepared for everything.
Well, we'll see if she is ready to face Clara Lonsdale, as we've seen from the past from her. She is quite the competitor. I think, if I remember right, last season she only lost one time, and it was in a six-woman tag team match where she was yet to be pinned. And so it will definitely will be interesting what happens. Now, do you think that Amber Young might be a little distracted during this match, knowing that that later on in the night we are going to get to see who herself and her partner or Atami will be facing off against for the tag titles in a triple threat tables match.
I would say a mixture of, I would say a little bit, yes, because she's got to focus on her match and then need to find out who their number one contenders will be. But again, you got to be prepared for anything.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Do you think Amber has anything to say about the women who are in the match? As we do know, in our main event, the Starlets take center stage. We will be seeing, and of course, BOP, the Blazing Bodies, who have been having a lot of back and forth with BOP, the Birds of Prey. A
Birds of you mean the birds of crap, whatever.
yeah,
Bird brains.
that they'll be in it. Violet Edwards, who is not able to be here. Samantha, who will be taking the place as GI Jane's partner. We will also be seeing being the essentially the debut tag team of a very well-known tag team, a Dark Reflection. Essentially, they are the dark horse of this match. If no one knows who Dark Reflection is, that is the tag team consisting of Sarah Troy and Tora Troy. Then these two are amazing. We've seen a little good bit of what Tora can do. She's been dominant within our roster, or has been known to get quick victories. And then we also will be seeing a very unique tag team as the number one contender for the Starlets Championship. Switchblade Rage will be tag teaming with Ivy Cyanide.
Agreed. That's looking to be a very good match. Both of
Yeah.
these women want to prove that why they deserve to become the one contenders for the tag team titles in the Starlets division.
Now I have to say though, are the Blazing Baddies worried that any one of, I mean, all three of these teams are quite strong. I mean, you got BOP, who has been, seething at an opportunity to get at a chance at the tag team titles, who very much believe that they were screwed over at Ragnarok, where they could have gotten. And where they could have been the first ever tag team title holders.
Can
You
I?
have Dark.
I swear, all I'm hearing from Birds of Play is wah, crying and whining. Like, look here, in this wrestling business, people get screwed all the time. Deal with it.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
we also do have Dark Reflection, a very well-known tag team. And do you think that they're worried that they may have to face them?
Maybe, but it depends how it works.
There's also the aspect of Switchblade Rage and Ivy, and we already know the situation involving Switchblade Rage. She has been having problems with Samantha Young. Do you would you say that the Blazing Brownies are going to hope that Switchblade Rage is going to be more worried about out Samantha Young than trying to win the match?
I would say yes, but crazy things have happened. It just depends on which. It just depends on which which Rage's mind is focused on the tag titles or the Starlet's title.
Yeah, we definitely have to see. Of course, we also know Ivy, who has beaten one half of the tag title and tag team champions for the Starlet division. I do believe she has
Yeah.
entered Ata Miyazuki. If you're there, I would like to hear. You did lose last week to Ivy Cyanide.
Listen, I was not prepared for that match. I was promised to face another competitor, but unfortunately she couldn't keep her clothes on. So last minute I could face someone that I was even training for, which really upset me. First of all, I could fight a new opponent that I was even training for the whole entire week. I was training for that other girl, but she couldn't keep her clothes on, so Ivy came out. And then second of all, my partner wasn't even at ringside yet. She was still walking down the ramp. Well, she wasn't behind me. She was backstage somewhere because I thought my match got canceled. So
Yeah.
we were about to go out and go get something to eat because like my match got canceled. But then last minute, I get told that I still have to fight someone I didn't even train for.
And well, we do know that the reason your partner was not at ringside, it turned out that G.I. Jane was actually blocking her path, and those two ended up brawling in the back.
Yeah, I seen that when I walked backstage. How
Mhm.
dare you put your hands on my partner like that? How dare you?
Now, I have been
We were just
told.
minding. We were
Oh,
minding our own business.
well, I do. I will do. I've also been told recently that both Blasian baddies, both of you are will be banned from ringside at the main event. You will not be allowed to go down there, as management does not want any situations of fighting going on after or during or after the match.
Boo.
Listen, that is ban us from ringside. We don't care. We're not even worried about anybody in that match. Like
You're
I heard you earlier. I had to come in here because I was backstage, packing my stuff up because I got told I got banned from ringside. So I was like, I'm outside, I be in the arena. So I was packing my stuff and I was listening to the podcast and I heard you say that we're worried.
I mean, you have a very scary set of lineup for tag teams that you could be facing. I mean, there is
Scary.
BOP, who have you have yet to fight on a in a normal tag situation.
Whoa, the,
Dark Reflection, who has a very big history when it comes to tag team action, who has held many tag team titles and for a good amount of periods of time. Plus, with Tora Troy being on the team, we have seen her dominate in ASW before in the singles division. And then we have the very interesting duo of Switchblade Rage and the woman who did beat you one on one. I do also believe Switchblade Rage beat Amber Young, so we have two women in this tag team who has beaten both of you in singles competition.
Listen, I I I I am not worried. I don't care. I lost one match. And how many matches have I had here? One. That was just a fluke. I wasn't ready for her. I didn't train for her. If I trained for her, I would have beaten her. But that's one out of so many matches I had in here. Like, we're not going to discuss about that. That match is going to be forgotten next week. Because guess what? I'm not scared of any tag team in that match. Neither is my partner. We're chill. We're we're back here living the lives, collecting our champion paychecks, going out to dinner, shopping, training, getting ready for whatever bugs you send our way. And scary, the only thing scary about those tag teams are their faces. Honestly, we'll be doing them a favor when we beat them up. Well, whoever wins, and hopefully when they get put to a table, hopefully they lay on their faces, because that part improved. And with us being banned from ringside, that was very smart of you, because you knew we would have interfered. I'm not gonna lie to you. We would have interfered right here, right now, put all of them to a table. Just make a statement. But since we're banned, we will follow the rules for this one time. We won't do anything tricky. But after the show, those tag teams better watch their backs, because the Blazing Baddies aren't anything to mess with. And we're gonna show you guys why we have the titles and why we are the best tag team in ASW. And I don't care how long we've been together.
Now, I do want to ask you a question. Now, as if you did hear, I believe it was in our last show. Oh, it was stated by the co-owner himself, Mr. Blackson, that as of now, if any champion does not defend their title at least once, they do not get a rematch. Does that now at this point you have yet to defend those tag titles since winning them? That means that this will be your
oh,
first defense once who we find out who wins this main event. Are you worried that if you lose, that this might be your final time ever getting those titles?
I'm not
well,
worried. I am not worried. I am not. We won these tag championships for a reason. Amber tapped her out like a pro. We won these titles for a reason, and we're gonna retain the titles for a reason, because we are champions. I don't care who you throw at us. I made this match a table match for a reason, because after this match, their body's gonna be softened and sore, and they're not gonna be able to walk after this match. Hopefully, and then we're gonna walk in with them all battered and bruised, and we're gonna beat them. Isn't that right, Amber? Amber.
she's
Uh.
busy getting ready
Oh,
for our match.
Oh yeah, I forgot she does have to beat up last minute opponent like you did to me last week. I swear,
Mm,
ASW management, you guys just love screwing us up. We had plans tonight. After I went to New Japan last night, we were gonna go and hop on the Jericho cruise and just watch some AEW wrestling. But no, you last minute booked Amber, so now we're gonna be late for our private jet, and we're about to go to the Bahamas, meet up with the Jericho cruise, get on, have some fun, relax until the we gotta defend our titles. But no, you
Uh,
screwed us over once again.
well, I'm
well,
just a commentator. I'm not management, but from what I've heard, unfortunately, the reason that this was set up was because due to the debuting Starlet that was supposed to be here tonight, unfortunately, due to traveling issues, she was unable to make it, and a last minute change had to be made.
Oh, Scar debuting. Oh my god, I swear these girls around here.
Uh,
Listen to this new mystery debuting girl. You owe us one, because we usually don't cover people's shift. But since you're so poor and can't own a private jet to get where you need to be, and you're probably stuck at the airport right now listening to this, We'll do you a favor. We'll beat up your opponent, and then when you debut, you can fight me or Amber.
Are you
And
challenging the Dave? Are you sure you're challenging the debut star?
oh yes, I am. Cause she also won. We could have been leaving right now to get on the Jericho cruise. You owe us a big one. Now we have to leave later tonight, and we're not going to have that much time to get on the Jericho cruise. Like honestly, I think it's selfish of her to not be here. If you really want to debut on ASW, you would have made a way to be here. But look at you, you're slacking already.
Well then, oh, you heard it here first. When the debuting starlet makes her way to All Star Wrestling, her first match now will be with one half of the tag team champions. And what a match that will be.
Yes, and
Unfortunately, I
well, I
cannot
have to
tell you
get
who that
ready.
is, but you will find out when she gets here.
Okay, well, I have to get ready for my partner's match tonight. Thank you very much.
Welcome and thank you for joining. Brian Denise,
Yeah.
now that you've talked about the tag titles, your partner, and your student, Amber Young, is there anything else you would like to speak on?
Well, have you seen what I posted yesterday on my Twitter account?
Yes, you posted about Switchblade Rage being your new manager. Now I think this puts you in an interesting situation. Now because you know Switchblade Rage is in the match, so I'm sure you'll be rooting for her and Ivy Cyanide. But but if she wins this match, she will have to face your student. Doesn't that put you in a precarious situation where now you have your own manager and your own student fighting each other?
First of all, Bloody Rage is not she's my manager and lover. We
Oh,
are dating. Get it right.
my bad.
Idiot. You're an idiot sometimes, motherfucker. Swear. Yes, but I do agree that it does put me in a situation. But if I had to choose, sorry, Amber, I gotta choose my woman. Gotta choose my woman or a partner over the blazing baddies. She probably gonna be pissed off when she hears this.
Well, oh, I thank you for your take on the situation involving the tag titles, the women's tag titles, and your partner. And we hope you find your partner. And we cannot wait to
Yeah.
hear when you are ready for your tag team rematch.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us. So we are going to move on to our next star.
Hold up. Before I leave,
Mm.
I also, when I do win my tag team, when me and Carter do win tag team titles, another plan is I'm going to become the first ever person to get two belts, and I already know what singles belt I want. It's I want that lovely openweight championship that Mr. Premier Pretty got. I like him. He's got like I feel like me and him can coexist as a unit, maybe in the future, but he's got something that I want. But I'm a patient guy. There are a lot of people in line, but I'm patient.
Well, as
So,
we do know, Premier Pretty has been setting up an open challenge where he is essentially trying to find a someone to to compete for his title, and the manager has decided to make it the stipulation that if the winner of the match, of course not being himself, of his challenger comes out and beats him, he can that person gets a title match for the open weight title. I mean, do you think you'll be the one to walk out and challenge the champion?
maybe it depends. I already know. I tried to do it. I tried to do it last time, but kind of was too late. I don't know about this time around, but I'll wait for an opportunity, and when I see an opportunity, I take advantage of it. I don't let it slip through me like most people do.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for that. To definitely be interested to see if you do walk down that ramp tonight. As we don't know who is going to be fighting, or we don't know if multiple people, because management has decided to make it open, and as many people could walk down that ramp.
Fair enough. Now I need to go and see my lovely woman, Switchblade. and help help her get ready for her match for the main event.
All right then. Well, thank you, and we will see you hopefully next time.
Not welcome. Peace out, bitches.
Well, everyone, that was Brandon Ace, and now we will be moving on to our open weight champion himself, Premier Pretty. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Hold on. Jeffrey, sir, please come here. Thank you. Hold this mic. Okay, so, well, like I'm doing this open premiere challenge because I want other people in the back to get their opportunity, to get their fair share that they didn't get. People. I don't care if it's a local competitor. I don't care if it's a former champion. I don't care if it's a retired street hooker off the corner. I don't care who it is. As long as they're being seen, and as long as they get to fight me, that's all that matters. Far as branding goes, if he wants one, he might have to be one of the people who's lucky enough to face me. If not, then oh well. But far as tonight, I'm gonna relay a message to the person I'm fighting tonight. This match is not for the faint of heart. This match is gonna be a match that's either gonna make you or break you, and I plan on breaking you. You seen what I did to that Max guy? He didn't last what 15 seconds at the max, and he got his ass beat. All I need is option A, one pretty kick, or option B, the MO. Either one, I'm putting your ass down at the end of the day. So, like I said before, I'm not going to toot my own horn because that's just wrong and rude. But I will say this: the person I do face tonight, good luck, because you're going to need it. Because I'm for damn sure not going to need it. Because I am the pretty one. I am Premier. I'm gorgeous. I mean, damn, look at me. Gosh, not that hard to tell. But if you have any further questions, GM or whatever you do, commentator, whatever the fuck you do in this company, besides fuck people's names up, you do a good job of doing that.
I try my best to get him right.
I'm gonna need the owner to find as a better commentator, has more common sense than you do, because you have a fucking common sense of a fucking rock. But it's okay though. But anywho, I'm gonna go in the back. I'm gonna put my clothes on. I'm gonna get ready. You guys enjoy this so-called commentator we got. I don't know where the fuck they found him from, but it's okay though. But you guys have a great day. Any other questions before I hand this mic back to Jeffro? Because Jeffro has to clean my locker room. He has to clean my tights. He has to
Uh,
clean my boots. You know.
are you? Do you have any idea who might be the one to walk down that ramp?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it being Lance Romance. I wouldn't mind it being him.
Unfortunately,
I
Lance
would.
Romance is no longer in the company.
Well, fuck. Well, that fucks up my goddamn wet dream. I mean, it could be Brandon. It could be anybody. I don't give a damn who it is. Fighting, me fighting Lance was gonna bring the top of my career to where it needs to be. Now you got me fighting fucking people who belong in the circus or where the beast is, or just local competitors who don't belong in the same ring as me. But I do it because I want to make sure this strap on my shoulders stays on my shoulders. I want to make sure when the fans come to this arena, they scream my name, not the rest of those jabronis in the back eating buns and pies. No, that's not how we do this. But how we're gonna do this is, I'm gonna get ready for my match. I'm gonna hand this mic back to Jeffrey because he just like holding mics from my bitch, and that's what he does. He does his job and knows his role. He shuts his mouth. So I'm gonna give the mic back to Jeffro. Jeffro's gonna lace my boots, clean my boots, do whatever the fuck I tell him to do because that's his job. And then I'm gonna sit back here, drink my expensive sparkling water that I love. It's called Pretty Water. Yeah, that's right. I have my own water. It's called Pretty Water. It's good for your skin. That's why I drink it.
Uh,
Any other questions?
no, that is all.
You guys have a great day. Ciao.
Uh, Ciao. Well then, that was some words there from the openweight champion, and now I do believe we have our last star that will be able to show up. Dawn Lightning
Right
Knight, the
here.
Watcher of All Star Wrestling, she
I'm
calls
here.
herself. Yes, you are. Have you
Not
seen
the,
anything of
the first
interest?
picture. Anyway. Yeah. She's been taking a break after her last two what's the names.
Oh, are you speaking for Dawn?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Are you like her advocate?
Yes, so to speak.
And what is your name?
Adam.
Well, hello, Adam. It's good to meet
I,
you, the advocate for Dawn Knight. Do you have any words from Dawn Knight?
I'm just gonna enjoy your night off and watch the action.
All right. Well, I'm sure she is. I mean, and does Dawn feel like she should have been the one to fight Kyle, to take in the place of the Mystery Star?
Dawn really isn't particular about who she fights. I mean, she fights when she wants to, usually.
Well.
Depending on who it really, it really doesn't matter to her, honestly. A fight's a fight.
Well, we do know Dawn has definitely changed herself since returning. I mean, when she first returned, she was unable to her first two matches in our last season
Able to get her footing, yeah.
was were losses, but now it's a new season, and here we are. She completely dominated a woman who was known for quite being quite brutal, who hadn't lost a match in her last season, and you very much dominated Riley.
Yeah, did.
Uh, do you think are we going to be seeing
It
more
felt
of
like
that?
she felt like after the last two losses. Don't say losses you don't get to people too often, but she just felt like a change was necessary. So she changed.
Well, we definitely saw the change, and now is she interest is does she have any plans as of now with her showing that she is not the same woman that she was in the last season?
Has her eyes on that Starlet spell. Kevin, she wants to a rematch with Ivy, even though she could get her ass kicked first off the very first time they two fought with each other. But
She
seeing that
would.
is a new dawn, and yeah,
Well, we do know Ivy. We'll be seeing her later. Well, we will hopefully be seeing Ivy Pines later on as we still await for uh
yeah,
as we still wait her. She's been having
oh,
traveling issues why we haven't
it's
seen her
understandable.
yet. But we do know that when she gets back, I mean, she has a lot to look forward to. I mean, she has as
Mm-hmm.
she already has her number one contender, Switchblade Rage, who's been dealing with who's been fighting with Samantha Young of BOP, who is tired of waiting, who wants an opportunity for the title. And then you also have not Ivy, Eva
I
Cyanide, Eva Cyanide, who was able to beat Pines in the last
yeah,
season, as well as come and beat our one half of our tag champions this season. So I mean, Cyanide, she's been on a roll. I mean, and then. Do you feel that it's going to be hard for Dawn to get through and get up there in the title rankings to show that she deserves a title shot?
Dawn's doesn't really say too much too often. She's more of a her philosophy is actions speak louder than words.
Mm,
Usually, she wants something, she'll go for it.
right. Yeah. Well, it'd
Yeah, but
definitely be interesting to
her,
see
yeah.
if that when that day comes, if she does get an opportunity for the title. You never know what can happen on an
Mm-hmm.
episode of All Star Wrestling. Is there anything else you would have to say for your client?
No, not at all.
Well, we thank you for joining us here on All Star
I was
Wrestling,
glad to be here.
All Star Talk, and we will hopefully see you again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everyone, seems to be all the roster member we have. As unfortunately we do not have Mr. Blackson with us for the rest of this show. Oh, so we will quickly just go down what we'll be seeing here in a few minutes when we move over to All Stars Wrestling's episode 25. Starting off the show, Starlet Action. We will be starting off things with Aubrey, the Spitfire Ginger, going up against Riley Marie Borlée. We saw her last time we saw her. She fought against Dawn. She unfortunately lost, so I'm sure she is looking to get a victory and rise like a phoenix does. A very interesting situation as Aubrey herself used to call herself the gimmick, call herself the Phoenix as well. So. Um, we'll see who's the better Phoenix, I guess. As we move on from that, we'll be seeing tag team action as two returning tag teams. We haven't seen Reckless Intent in some time. Reckless Intent finally making their comeback, as we will be seeing the combined forces of the Italian Madman and himself, Franco Ricci and Cody Hagan, and tagging up against DIFH, who we haven't seen since Ragnarok, who unfortunately were the first tag team to be eliminated in that match. Both teams making a return, and I'm sure both teams are looking for a big victory to start things off. Next debut, we're going to be seeing the leader of Alpha himself, along with Lita Nightwalker at ringside. Alex Wolf taking on the debuting the Ninja, Cassie Zoom. Oh, that is Cassidy. Hey, I believe is how I say his name, right? Hey, he we'll see if Cassidy will be able to get a victory over the leader of Alpha, or will Alpha, who's been just on a roll, they won the tag team titles, and they were, I mean, as time goes on, it seems that things are starting to really build up for them. Will this put Alex Wolf one step closer to the world title? Speaking of titles, open weight champion, we heard from him before. Well, we heard from him before, or as he called out, whoever will be his opponent, and who could it be just one person though? Oh, as management has let it open for as many people to come out. We know a lot of people wants that title, wants a shot at the champion. We've heard things from Daisuke Kenichiro, we've heard things from Brandon Ace, and from other stars. Ours, I believe we've also heard from Eric Hale, who is our current number one contender for the world title. He has said in the past he wanted that open weight title. Could he come down and try to get one more shot at that? Who knows? We will find out later tonight. Speaking of going back to Starlet actions, we have Clara Lonsdale who will be taking on one half of the Starlets Tag Team Champions Amber Young. Last minute match. Can the tag champions once again with a last minute match will we see the same thing happen to Autonomy that we saw last week, where she said she wasn't ready? Will Amber be ready? Next, a very interesting setup match we have here. We have a member of Fallen in Kingdom, not the open weight, the All Star Wrestling Champion, and Dylan Travis, along with his partner Malcolm Black, will be facing off against the first ever all-Star Wrestling Champion Nick Nitro. Nick Nitro is ready and willing to try and get an opportunity back at his title. Can he beat the current and the third man ever to hold the All-Star Wrestling Champion? Or will things continue to go well for Dylan Travis? I mean, we saw him dominate in the Ragnarok match, not only being able to score up to, I believe, 6x decisions in that match, but also doing it by submissions mainly. We'll see how things go. And then for the main event, for the first time ever, we will see. We're gonna see. I don't believe it's first time ever for the Starlets to take the main event, but we will see this match time for the first time here in All Star, where we will see a triple threat tables match, elimination style. When you get thrown to a table, you gotta head back to the locker room, and the last team standing is the winner and will go on to face off against the Blazing Baddies for the tag team titles. We have BOP consisting of Jane and Samantha Young, the dark horse of this match, Dark Reflection, Sarah Troy, and Tora Troy. And then a very interesting alliance has been made as Switchblade Rage and Ivy Cyanide. I look to get an opportunity at those tag titles. Who's going to go through these tables and who's going to stand victorious? But will the victor really be able to stand up against the champions after this kind of match? This is going to be a brutal match, and this is what the tag team champions are hoping for, that their challenger is going to be too hurt to really be much of a challenge. We're going to find out. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode of All Star our Talk, and we will see you next week. And we will see you here in a few moments as we are going to be going live for All Star Wrestling.